Hello beautiful people and welcome back to another trailer gameplay reveal reaction. I love doing these on the channels. You guys love watching them, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. So this is Far Cry 6, a game that we've done actually multiple reactions to on the channel so far. I think the first one was on the reveal, possibly from a Ubisoft event, and then the second one was from E3. So that's two. This is going to be three. This is their official story trailer. By the way, thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having a good day. And without any further ado, let's jump into it. We're going to watch it through, no stops, and then we're going to kind of analyze some of the footage. So let's get it. All right.
Miss Tilly, I'm afraid I only have a few minutes.
Let's get right to it. Yesterday, your network, Yaravision, was hijacked by rebels.
Oh, don't shoot!
They called for the liberation of so-called outcasts from Viviro labor camps. Is Viviro produced with slave labor?
Now, I said I wasn't going to pause this, but are we sure that this is the best quality we can get?
Viviro saves millions of lives. Do you think that those lives care where it comes from?
You were imprisoned at the age of 13, the same age as Diego. You spent a lot of time with your father.
He is a great teacher.
A lion finds calm before the kill. Fire me!
I understand you were forced to endure 15 years of hard labor, pruning tobacco. I hear you still have the blade.
When Yara becomes paradise, my methods, no one will care.
You are the only survivor? I watched Castillo order a whole boat of our people shot to death. Get as far away as you can from that psychopath. All of you.
A revolution is not won by the fearless.
It's won by the feared.
Welcome to Libertad, Danny.
Oh my god. Let's put a grenade in his mouth.
To rebuild paradise. A cure. Viviro, the most effective
City environment here.
cancer the world has ever seen. Grown within our precious tobacco. But our
Tobacco
paradise
farms.
comes at a cost. This our enemies will never understand.
Out. Now.
Your safety zone. You want me to kill Anton Castillo? Kill a dictator who has raped our land and turned our people into slaves? Thinking about it. What about you?
You're gonna be a guerrilla legend.
I'm not fearless. But I promise you one thing. I will be fearless.
There are lions and there are lambs. Rule or be ruled. You are a lion. And we eat the lambs.
All right, so there we are at the end of the video. So first impressions is it looks like what we would expect, right? We're getting a little bit more background on the main character. Don't even remember what this guy's name is in the game, but he's ruthless. He's absolutely ruthless, doesn't care about human life. All he wants is for his country to be revered, for his country to be powerful, and I mean, it's an interesting story. It's a story I'd love to play. I love these types of stories. Ubisoft likes to pop these political narratives out a lot, even though they said that this game is not political. I literally don't understand how that's possible. But let's touch on some things. So starting off here, so his character. So this is Juan Carlo Esposito, the actor, and he's playing the main protagonist, the main villain in this game, the dictator. And his model looks amazing, but I was noticing a little bit of issue in the lip animation. Let's see it right here.
Where it comes from.
I don't know. Can you do you guys see what I'm saying here? Look, I'm not trying to hate on the game, but
Care where it comes from.
You were imprisoned.
I don't know. Something about it just doesn't seem right. And I feel like when you get an actor like him, you've really got to do him right in the role, right? You've got to make sure that that lip sync is perfect. It's a pet peeve of mine. It's something I noticed a lot in Horizon Zero Dawn, those of you who know that game. The lip syncing, it's really important in games, and some games lackluster on it a little bit. And on the note of not animations, but graphical fidelity, it's still a beautiful game. I mean, you can see the sun shining in here, flashing on the ground. There's light reflecting off this woman right here. We have some ambient light from these lamps here, but I don't know. Something about it feels like this is definitely in-engine gameplay, right? Like this is in-engine cutscene gameplay, whatever you want to call it, because this is not flashy whatsoever. The initial reveals of this game definitely had a lot more shine and pizzazz to them. I feel like the graphics, not more what we expected, less what we were shown earlier, which isn't a problem for me. Graphics are not the end-all be-all to me, but I do remember when I was younger that graphics were really everything.
I understand you were forced to endure 15 years of hard labor, pruning tobacco.
You know, honestly, in this part, I thought he was going to stand up and slit her throat.
I hear you still have the
Which
blade.
goes as far to show what kind of guy this guy is.
Paradise. My methods. No one will care.
I mean, that wasn't bad.
My methods. No one will care.
It wasn't actually as bad as I'm making it out to be, but I feel like they could do a little bit better. And then here's our main character. So we actually saw this scene where she's on the boat here, right, trying to escape Yada, and he orders everyone on the boat to be shot down, and somehow we survive. I've absolutely no idea how. The reason why he has the boat ordered shot, the reason why he goes to the boat at all is because his son was on it. His son was trying to escape. His son that he's trying to raise into a leader himself. Let me turn this down a little bit. But, you know, while and the grenade in the mouth. Look, while the graphics have seemed to, you know, become a little bit more down to earth at this point, it's still a good-looking game. I mean, right? There's a lot of texture here to see. These character models look good. There's a cigarette passing hands here, and you know, their patterns on their clothes are all right. But look, this is what we're gonna be expecting in games is a little bit more of a cross-platform, right? This is on last gen, current gen, and when you do that, you do kind of restrict the graphical ability a little bit, right? What really can we expect? This is also Ubisoft, you know, they make so many games, but his face looks great. You can see every pore. And I noticed this part, so I assume that these are like chemicals that you spray over the tobacco, of course, just putting it on top of the workers that are out there in the hot sun. And I assume that there's going to be a mission where we fly one of these planes. You might even be able to actually damage people with it. Who knows? But I'd love to fly through Yada with a plane just spewing out red chemicals from behind. You're an ambulance. I hope everybody's okay.
Like our paradise comes.
Here, it gives us a nice little view of Yara right here. You can see all these cliffs. I mean, the rock faces do look quite detailed. We did actually get some gameplay later on in this trailer.
Now.
Your safety zone.
I like this part. Looks like, see, the graphics are great. I mean, of the character faces, at least in these parts, but it seems like the textures of the actual map itself, like if we look at this scene right here, you can see the light reflecting off the cobblestone. It looks pretty good in this scene, at least. No complaints, but it's a low light scenario, right? It's a little bit easier to make things look nice when you don't have that much light going on. Here we have another part. So this is kind of more what I'm looking at. You see these wheels? They just don't look great. They just don't look great. She's turning at like 100 miles per hour, sitting straight up, no problem. Obviously she's moving very fast, so the blurriness isn't too big a deal. You can see every single strand of leaf. I'm really picking apart the graphics in this so far, but I'm trying to show that, you know, while it might not be what we expected, it's still a great looking game. Don't let that take it away from you. Ubisoft, okay, here we go. A little bit of gameplay riding right into this guy, and this explosion. I don't know. It doesn't really sell it to me, but I do like the reflections on the windshield of the car and the dashboard here. Can't see anything in the mirror, which is a little bit sad, but I don't know. It is what it is. And let's see. So here we're using the firework gun of some sorts with an 8-ball on it. This guy's pulling a sick dance move, and yeah, I mean, it just looks like Far Cry, doesn't it? It looks like pretty much every Far Cry I've ever played. I love that they're going back to more of a jungle in tropical environment, sort of like Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4 as well.
Or be rude. You are a lion, and we eat the lambs.
And then they, for some reason, they bleeped him out there at the end. I feel like they could have just let him speak, but there we go. There's Far Cry 6, definitely a game that we will be playing on this channel, regardless of if there's been a little bit of a graphical downgrade. I mean, look, Ubisoft, I've been raised in the society of gamers, and Ubisoft, they like to do this. They like to, you know, wow people with their intro trailers, and then as time goes on, they kind of ease us into what the game is actually going to look like. And I don't think it's a good idea by them. I think they create unrealistic expectations with a lot of gamers, and then they let people down. But it's still a great looking game. It's still going to be so fun, and it looks like a story worth telling. So I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to see you guys when it comes out. And without any further ado, I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, morning, night, whatever time it might be where you are. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, peace.